Hello and good evening. My name's Jeremiah Shaver and I'm a multimedia journalist with the Telegram. I am broadcasting live here in downtown MacArthur, where the 2023 Wild Turkey Festival Grand Parade will be making its way down the downtown streets here in the village. And I am broadcasting live here. The parade is supposed to step off at 6 p.m. this evening. It is 6 o'clock right now, and you will have a view of the intersection, the main intersection here in the village of MacArthur, where 93 and 50 come together there. And I'm going to go ahead and flip this around, and we'll do a little talking until the parade gets here, and I'll try to do a play-by-play. I've made a heat shield of sorts out of a styrofoam container, so I'm hoping that my phone won't overheat because it's kind of in the shade right now, and we'll see how it goes. If this works, I'll definitely have to make this a part of my gear. I did a little MacGyvering to make this. I'll have to post a picture later of what it looks like because it's pretty hilarious looking. But hopefully that will catch the sun and our phone will stay nice and cool, so you guys can have this live broadcast of the 2023 Vinton County Wild Turkey Festival Grand Parade. So a little bit about we'll flip it around here. Okay, there's a view of the street. So a little bit about today. Today is Saturday, May 6, 2023. And as I have said, the parade stepped off at 6 p.m. That's the grand parade here on the streets of the village of MacArthur. At 7 p.m. tonight will be the crowning of the 2023 Wild Turkey Festival Queen and Court on the main stage. So be sure to watch for that. I may try to stream that as well. We'll see how that goes. And then later this evening at 8:30 p.m., Nashville recording artist Jess Kelly Adams will be the main act. If you haven't made your way down to the village of the village of MacArthur, make your way on down. I'm hearing some sirens, so I'm guessing the parade is not too far away. One of the folks that will be leading the parade as the 2023 Grand Marshal is the Total Media, Jackson County Broadcasting is a southeastern Ohio-based company having several media platforms. And you guys know it, the radio, the telegram, zip printing, and we even have some stations in Athens. I'm going to go ahead and grab my camera here so I can get some pictures as the parade goes by. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. We got a fire truck making its way, a MacArthur Fire Department fire truck making its way up the street. And like I've said in the past, I will try my best to narrate the parade as the units come by. I don't cover Vinton County as much as our Telegram staff reporter, Red Thompson Jr. He is our Vinton County man, so he may know more about the parade than I do, but Red, along with the rest of the Total Media team, will be making their way through the parade this evening, so we will be watching for them to make their way through the grand parade here. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay this evening. Let me know in the comments if the audio is good or bad. So just going by, that was a unit from the MacArthur Police Department. Approaching the intersection, looks like a unit from the Vinton County Sheriff's Office. I see it looks like Sheriff, is it Ryan Kane there in the driver's seat. That's Vinton County Sheriff's Office, and they got the sheriff there in the driver's seat. We got a large crowd out here this evening. Beautiful weather for a festival. Got a large crowd out here gathered at the intersection of State Route 93 and State Route 50 here in the village of MacArthur. Somebody said sounds good. Glad to hear. So behind them we have a auxiliary unit making their way through. And then behind them it looks like is the 2023 Grand Marshals. This is Total Media, and leading the pack here is the Jamulance, making its debut here in Vinton County. And it looks like Matt McKee, our radio man, is driving the Jamulance as they make their way through. Looks like riding shotgun is Porterhouse. That's Rodney Tomlin. And then behind them is the whole Total Media crew. Hey guys, so here you go. You got the Total Media team making their way through. There's Telegram editor Pete Wilson. Hey guys. I see Telegram's Red Thompson making his way through the parade here. Hey Red! And then behind them you have the, this is from Hawking County. This is the Hawking County Fallen Heroes making their way through. And behind them you have your, this is your 2022 Vinton County Queen and Court, making their way through their last parade. We have Queen Lakin Williams, first runner-up Ella Clancy, and second runner-up Bailey Williams, making their way through. We got a turkey. And behind them we have the this is the 2022 Little Miss in Court, making their way through the parade. That's Little Miss Queen Paige Robinette and her court members. And behind them, this is the Little Miss Gauberette from last year, Layla Thacker. We have a fire truck unit from just down the road. This is the Village of Hamden, a fire department unit, sporting that yellow fire truck. And behind them, we have the Vinton County Marching Band. And also, this is the Little Mr. Gobbler, Zaylen, making his way through. Behind them, we got a unit from the MacArthur Fire Department. That's engine 2401. Goblerette contestant. That's Aubrey Plummer. And then behind them, we have the this would be the contestants for the Queen contest, making their way through. We'll find out tonight who the 2023 Queen and Court will be. And as I said, these are the individuals who are seeking the title of Queen, making their way through the parade at this time. For anybody that's just joining, this is the 2023 Vinton County Wild Turkey Festival Parade. And we have another unit from the MacArthur Fire Department. That's engine 2409. We have some more lovely ladies that are contestants. There was a total of 11 this year that are seeking the position of Queen. They will be crowned following the parade here at 7 o'clock on the main stage. Your Queen and first and second runner-up. So all these young ladies competed in a pageant. Would have been back on Saturday, April 22nd. They participated in the pageant, and we'll find out the results of that tonight. We have a unit here from the Zaleski Volunteer Fire Department making its way through the parade. This is engine 2603. Behind them, we have some more of the contestants that are running for Queen. There was a total of 11 this year. There goes contestant number 7, Miss Veebles. Behind them, that's contestant number 8, Mrs. Zimmerman. And then behind them, you have contestant number 9, Lily Young. We have another unit from the Zaleski Volunteer Fire Department. This is engine 2601. For anybody that's just joining, this is your 2023 Vinton County Wild Turkey Festival Grand Parade happening here in downtown MacArthur. There is contestant number 10. That's Miss Champion. And contestant number 11 is Grace Peters. We'll find out at 7 o'clock tonight on the main stage which one of these young ladies will become the next Queen for 2023. Behind them, we have some visiting royalty. This is royalty from Nelsonville's Parade of the Hills. Got the Little Miss royalty from that festival making their way through. Behind them, in neighboring Jackson County, we have the Ohio Hill Country Festival that takes place in September, always the day after Labor Day there in downtown Wellston. So just down the road here from the village of MacArthur is where that festival takes place. And this is the Queen and Court for that festival. And it's the Wednesday through Saturday following Labor Day that that festival takes place. And behind them we have this is, I think, the Little Miss contestants making their way through now. The Little Miss contestants will be crowned tomorrow. I will be here for that and may try to live stream it as well. There was 5 young ladies that competed in the contest this year for Little Miss, and they also have a court of a first and second runner-up as well. We have a very old fire engine making its way through. This is a MacArthur Fire Department number 4 making its way through. It's an old Dodge style fire engine. Behind them we have another contestant for, I'm guessing, Little Miss, contestant number 4 making her way through. That pageant was held on Sunday, April 23rd. They had 5 in that this year, and they will be announcing that on the final day of the festival, which is tomorrow on Sunday. We have some We have some royalty here. This is the Miss Vinton County Court making their way through. I believe that royalty is a part of the 4th of July celebration that the Vinton County Athletic Boosters hold. We have some more royalty making their way through. Not sure where they're from. We have some local royalty coming up here. This is your royalty from the Vinton County Junior Fair that is held in July each year. Sitting on top there, you have Queen. Behind them, we have some royalty from the Moonshine Festival. That's held Memorial Day weekend. There goes that royalty. For anybody that has just joined, we are live streaming this is the Wild Turkey Festival Grand Parade. This is your 2023 parade, and looks like we have we have a politician here, Mark Johnson. Mark Johnson, 4th state representative, making his way through the Vinton County Parade, or the Vinton County Wild Turkey Festival Grand Parade. I'm guessing that this is Mark making his way through. Wave to the camera, Mark. Yep. And behind them we have the Zaleski Volunteer Fire Department. This is engine number 2602. Another one of those bright yellow fire engines making their way through the parade here in Vinton County. Behind them, we have from neighboring Pike County, this is the Beaver Oktoberfest. It's held the first full weekend in October. We have royalty from there participating in the parade. Behind them, we have royalty from neighboring Jackson County. This is your Jackson County Junior Fair, the Queen and Court making their way through. And that fair is always held in July. Behind them, looks like we have some more visiting royalty. This is the royalty from the Old Settlers Reunion. That's also held Labor Day weekend. And behind them, the third full week in September, you have the Jackson Apple Festival. Here is your Queen and Court from this past year making their way through the festival. I see the Leonards pulling the float, making their way through, and we welcome them to the parade. Behind them, we got a unit from the Zaleski Volunteer Fire Department. We got Smokey the Bear riding in the back here. I bet that outfit is hot. Behind them, we have some more visiting royalty. This is from Asheville, Ohio, the 4th of July festival that they hold up there. That is June 30th through July 4th. And then behind them, I'm guessing more visiting royalty. According to the license plate, I'm going to guess this is the Circleville Pumpkin Show royalty making their way through. That's that festival or show is always held in October. So there goes that royalty making their way through. Lots of visiting royalty. Earlier today, if I recall, I think they had the Queen's reception. Here's some more visiting royalty. Missed where they're from though. Behind them, we have sweet corn royalty making their way through. And then behind them, we have royalty from the Fall Festival of Leaves. That's in Bainbridge, Ohio. Behind them, we got another fire engine. This one is from Wilkesville. That's engine 2501, making their way through the Grand Parade here in downtown MacArthur. This is your 2023 Vinton County Wild Turkey Festival Parade. Behind them, we have some more royalty. This is Miss Baltimore Attendant. And behind them, we have the Feast of the Flowering Moon. I believe that is in downtown Chillicothe, Memorial Day weekend. Not too far of a drive from here. And behind them, we have some more royalty. Lots of royalty today. This is Hometown Holidays royalty. Behind them, we have royalty from the Plains Indian Mound Festival. And then coming up in the intersection there, we have royalty from the Ohio Swiss Festival. So this is the Ohio Swiss Festival, making their way through. Behind them, we got a unit, Love One Another, lovewillheal.org. And coming up behind them, we got some more royalty. Trying to see where this royalty is from. This is the West Jefferson Ox Roast that's held Labor Day weekend. Thanks for visiting, ladies. Behind them, we got some more royalty from the Nelsonville Parade of the Hills, making their way through. Not seeing any labels for this this queen. That's Miss Ohio making her way through. There's some more royalty. This is Christmas in downtown. I'm guessing it's the royalty from MacArthur here. They have a downtown Christmas celebration, usually in December. Behind them, we have some more royalty. This is the Herds of Hope royalty. This is Elizabeth Hopper, Crowning Beauty Pageants. Then behind them, we got Baton Corps making their way through the intersection here. This is Encore Elite Baton Corps making their way through. Behind them, we have an Army-style unit that says U.S. Ohio Sasquatch 1, making their way through. It says Bigfoot Research Team. Yeah, we have a unit, a semi from Austin Power Company. And behind them, we have a Vinton County Local Schools bus. It's 2285, making their way through the parade here in downtown MacArthur. And behind them, we have a unit. This is Zimmerman's AJ's Towing, MacArthur, Ohio, making their way through. parade. Behind them, we have some more royalty. Pleasant Valley Trinity Church. Oh, maybe it's not royalty. It's Pleasant Valley Trinity Church. Pastor Reverend Jim Taylor making their way through. Then behind them, another unit from the Pleasant Valley Trinity Church making their way through. Welcome. Behind them, we got some of the tractors making their way through. Always love to see these old tractors make their way through. Got that John Deere green one there. Behind them, I'm gonna guess this is like your hillbilly Shriners, based on past experience. Oh, this is your Masons. No, I was right. It's the hillbilly Shriners making their way through. It's always interesting how they dress these cars up, especially these old ones. Couple more of those hillbilly Shriners making their way through. It's the Aladdin Shiners. It's Clan 8 hillbillies making their way through there. Behind them, we got the Roughnecks making their way through. I'm guessing that's like a Vinton County Little League there, making their way through the parade here. For anybody just joining, we are in downtown MacArthur. This is the 2023 Vinton County Wild Turkey Festival. We've had a wide range of royalty, visiting royalty. We've had a lot of local folks. That's the Warriors making their way through there. And then behind them we have the Comets. These are all like 2-ball units, and then behind them we have the Lady Vikes softball making their way through. Behind them we have the Wilkesville Eagles, post 476. Some more Little League folks. And then behind them we have the 10U Raptors making their way through the parade. Behind them we got some more of these Little Leaguers. The Gators making their way through. And behind them you have the 10U Baseball Vikings making their way through. And behind them we have some more ball. This is the 8U softball. This is the Dirt Devils. Dirt Devils making their way through. Hello, ladies. Behind them we have, this is some more Vikings. Little Leaguer Vikings making their way through. Lots of these baseball, softball, t-ball folks making their way through the parade here. And that one was the A to Z folks. Behind them we got some more t-ball. This is, trying to read, the Swag Dogs. Swag Dogs making their way through the the parade here. Behind them, we have some more of these little, I just call them little leaguers, making their way through. I'm not sure, DMC it looks like on their shirts there. We have a unit from the MacArthur Police Department making their way through. And I think that it pretty much wraps it up. Everybody is on the move. So there you go. There's your 2023 Vinton County Wild Turkey Festival Grand Parade here in the village of MacArthur. And after this, at 7 o'clock on the main stage, once again, you will have the crowning of the 2023 Wild Turkey Festival Queen and Court. That's a first and second runner-up. And then this evening, the headline entertainment is Jess Kelly Adams. So be sure to check that out. I may try to stream. Let me flip this around here. I may try to stream the pageant I did last year. We'll see how that works. And we'll just go from there. So I'm going to make my way to the stage and secure me a position. So thank you for tuning in. This stream was brought to you by The Telegram. Be sure to check us out at theteleGramNews.com. And as I always sign off, reporting for The Telegram on theteleGramNews.com, I'm Jeremiah Shaver.